So unless you've been living under a rock, you have definitely heard of the placebo effect by now. It's that weird realization that our mind literally controls what goes on in our body and affects the results of the treatments and healings of our ailing bodies. The drug testing with the fake sugar pills and injections that were kept secret from the recipients that were unaware of the experiments revealed groundbreaking scientific phenomena that were against traditionally held beliefs when it comes to treatment of disease and healing. It's long been known that there's a connection between the way your brain thinks and the way your body feels, but the vast majority of people are unaware of just how powerful our brain can be when it comes to healing and our health in general. This is not the usual mental health and emotional stability issues treated using therapy. This is the power of using your own subconscious mind in order to treat and heal any disease that's originating from your mind due to several mental patterns which correlate with your ailment. Our brain has an amazing ability to change and heal itself in response to mental experiences. This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity and can do the same to physical ailments by simply changing the way you think and taking charge of what occupies your mind. This was best shown through the placebo experiment, and the opposite of thinking positive and positive mindset leading to negative expectations of a patient regarding their treatment, which led to more negative results, is known as the nocebo effect. And here we'll see the similarities, differences, and results from studies and research on the placebo and nocebo effects. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos that we upload every single day. Have you ever wondered what motivates people to do what they do and what the drive behind all their efforts is? Most of us will guess it's either money or power. But that's only half the picture. Each and every one of us are motivated by a desire to meet our intrinsic needs that apply to all of us just by being human. And whether consciously or not, we are continuously involved in the process of creating our reality to meet our needs. This applies to every aspect of our lives, from career to money to relationships to our health and well-being. And when our brain can think clearly, and when we are able to control the workings of our mind by being mindful, only the sky is the limit to what each and every one of us can achieve. The impact of the placebo effect on people is simply a demonstration of how powerful our brain can be if we choose carefully what goes inside it. In the placebo, inactive or false treatments have repeatedly demonstrated a measurable positive health response, proving that a person's belief in the benefit from a treatment and their expectation to heal afterwards is more important than the actual treatment. The placebo effect is real and has real results such as healing ulcers, dropping blood pressure, reducing pain, and even help in growing hair back after losing hair. The placebo will alter a person's perception and their interpretation of their symptoms, significantly changing their pain level and lessening the effects of an illness. It also reduces anxiety by a kind of an altered brain state, reducing stress chemicals and releasing endorphins, the body's natural pain relievers. Providing that even a sham treatment has the power to heal your illness with a measurable, observable, and felt improvement as long as you're 100% sure you're getting the proper treatment for your disease. The nocebo effect, sometimes referred to as the evil twin of the placebo, is said to occur when negative expectations of a patient leads to negative results of treatments and longer healing time than expected. This has taken place in a study where patients were told that the drugs they were prescribed had terrible side effects, and they started exhibiting those symptoms all because of the power of suggestion and our brain's ability to turn that into reality. Some studies also showed that patients experienced adverse side effects unrelated to the specific pharmacological action of the drug created by their own imagination. And the mere suggestion that a patient may experience negative symptoms becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And in a study on patients to undergo surgery, those who were convinced of their inevitable death were compared to another group who were expecting positive results of their procedures. And results were that the ones who believed they were going to die usually did. There was even one reported case from the 1970s that describes a cancer patient who died after being told he had only 3 months to live, but the autopsy later discovered that the stage of his cancer had been misdiagnosed and could not have been the cause of death. This shows that any unintentional negative suggestion triggering a nocebo response can determine the outcome of a given therapy and affect the patient's expectation to heal. Some health professionals have noted the side effects reported by their patients after experiments were similar to anxiety itself, and at times show no other symptoms that go with their treatment. This demonstrates the great and untapped power of our brain and our subconscious mind to better our lives, including making treatments more effective by expecting them to work. In fact, the first step to healing your body should be healing your mind. It's sometimes really simple and right in front of us, but we are constantly distracted by the physical world that we forget the importance of our inner world, which is mirroring our lives. Most of us are under the impression that we control our surroundings and our lives by simply improving the physical aspect of our daily activities, completely ignoring the more important mental and inner power responsible for all the order in our world. We keep forgetting that our thought patterns are the reasons for most of our problems, and we forget that we can be in control of our problems simply by taking charge of our thoughts, and instead go looking for drugs that are mostly pain relievers than a cure. While we don't necessarily have to attribute every single problem and illness to our negative thoughts, it's absolutely important to look into our daily thought processes and how they affect our decisions and choices throughout the day. By doing this and being mindful and intentional about our thoughts, we can avoid certain habits that are causing us so much pain and anxiety that can through time turn into illnesses that affect our physical and mental well-being. It's more like creating a new mental software or an app that will only allow us to download positive thoughts. Regardless, some bad thoughts will be there, and we will all at some point experience anxiety and depression. But your main focus should always be protecting and keeping safe your mental health through suggestion and practice that will allow your brain to function to your best interest. As your brain cannot tell the difference between a real event and a perceived event, it will only react according to your final understanding of a situation. So if you think you're hopeless and unlucky in life, your brain will automatically go searching for ways to keep you in that position and will do a great job at providing you with the best hopelessness practices full of unlucky events. On the other hand, if you are going to intentionally fill your brain with positive thoughts that include recognizing all that you already have and imagining all that you could have in the future, orders your brain to go to work looking for ways to make your dreams come true. So basically speaking, you and only you are responsible for how your life turns out to be. And even though other people's negative thoughts and actions might affect your progress, they will never determine your final destination as long as you're mindful and intentional. The placebo and nocebo are nothing but the result of your imagination. You hold the power to choose a life filled with happiness and optimism, free of unnecessary worry, resulting in negatively affecting your health. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell button to be notified for our daily content, and thanks for watching.